I'm just sitting here thinking, and our mothers are the person that we have known the longest on this earth, most of us. From day one, since you took your first breath, your mother is the person that you've known the longest. And maybe your father. But for a lot of us, it's just our mother. And I was just sitting there pondering on that because I lost my mother last year and she was murdered. And I have a hard time processing her death. Grief is a hell of an emotion. And I guess my message to any and everybody, because I see a lot of people on TikTok say that you should go no contact with your parents and X, Y, and Z. Hear me out. I'm not justifying their toxic behavior. I'm not saying it's right. But what I am saying is take the time to actually hear your parents' story. Hurt people hurt people. Broken people and unhealed people don't know how to act in the best way. And a lot of the time, it's so important for us to humble ourselves, to really get to know why people do the things that they do. And it's such a blessing that before my mother passed, we got to have those hard conversations as far as her upbringing, her dating history, the things that she's been through since she was on this earth. And it made me have more respect for her and more empathy towards her and sympathy. So a lot of y'all who go no contact with your parents, I get it. I've been there, I've done that. But God was restored our relationship before my mother died. And it's a blessing that he did. And so my message to those who may have broken relationships with their parents is talk to your parents and actually get to know them and know their story so that you can have a better understanding of why they operate the way that they do. I'm not saying endure abuse. I'm not saying just deal with certain things. But what I am saying is truly get to know them and their life story, because we don't know our parents until they actually open up, and they're human beings. And until you start going through hardships, trials, and adversity in life, then you will see that it's so important for you to have grace with your parents, because those of us who are parents, we know that we want our children to forgive us for mistakes or things that we've done to them that weren't right. I know with my oldest son, me and him grew up together, and he got a different version of me than my younger babies. And so it's so important, and this is even my message to the parents, you got to apologize to them kids and to them babies. I had to apologize to my son because I wasn't the best mother. I was a kid and I was growing up with him and just winging it. But now that I'm older and I have more wisdom, understanding, and knowledge, I know how to parent better. Those children deserve an apology. Yeah, you can say, I did my best. But if you truly are able to self-reflect and take accountability, you will realize that your best wasn't good enough. Because if someone is telling you something and they're bringing it to your awareness, you need to really sit there and ponder and see their side and see what they're trying to say. Because a lot of the time parents think that just because they had a roof over your head and clothes on your back and food, that was enough. Children need more than that. So this is just my message to try to bridge the gap between hurt children and broken, hurt parents so that they can have reconciliation. Y'all, life is too short. Reach out to your mama, reach out to your father, reach out to your children. Y'all work that out. Life is too short. I miss my mama. May her soul rest in peace. I love y'all.